तमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. Om Santi Santi Santi. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of Sri Guruji, Gurudev, all the Kriya Masters, all the sages and saints, and I bow to all of you. I specially pray to Sri Guruji to think through me, speak through me, and act through me. Jai Guru. So we are in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which is otherwise called Dhyana Yoga. And that is very also relevant or crucial from the point of view of Kriya. Because Kriya Yoga is mostly, you can say, based on Yoga Sutra Patanjali. And in Bhagavad Gita also, everywhere you find the word of yoga is there. And specifically, chapter 6 is about dhyana, meditation. So we have to see what exactly is the difference. Is there any difference between the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, and what we are practicing? That is one. Second is, also it gives an opportunity for us to understand the nature of meditation itself. If there is any gap in our understanding of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra and whatever we are practicing it, so it gives an opportunity to fill up those gaps in our understanding, and also because it helps then us to meditate better. Right. So far we have Prasant, where are you? Which verse we have to take today? 19 or 20th? 19th. Prasant Baba, you are taking me back. Okay, I was on the impression. Okay, 19th will go. But if you look at so up to 17th verse, what we had seen is Lord has talked about Bahiranga Sadhanani and Antaranga Sadhanani. Bahiranga Sadhanani is general disciplines a meditator has to practice. Like you have to calm your mind, you don't get attached to these sense objects which sense organs bring in from the outside world in their interaction. So that is Dhamma, and the Sama also like controlling the mind so that it is in a state of equanimity, equanimous mind. Calm down the mind, otherwise you cannot meditate. Even if when you are sitting on the meditation, you close all your sense organs, of course ears and all they will be open, but if you are not going to take any more input from the outside world, the thing that when you sit in meditation with the closed eyes, your past experience from your chitta, that is memory, also comes out. So which ones will come out first? Which will love most or we hate most? Because these are the scars or the samskaras there in our mind, memory, and this comes out. Now the question is how we can try to make sure that they are subsided or they come to a stage when these thoughts or so-called vrittis are not there. Because we have seen the yoga is defined by Patanjali as yoga chitta vritti nirodha. That means to restrain or take out all these vrittis from the mind, clean it. Vrittis means it's a thought. So it should be a thoughtless stage. If I'm sitting in meditation, all my past experiences are floating by one after the another, and I write those thoughts, then where is the vritti? Vrittis, that means you are swayed away by the vrittis. Vritti sarupa itaratra. So that's what in the Sutra 4 it says. So when it is not there in the state of yoga, what will happen? You go with the vrittis. You ride these vrittis. So that means you are swept away. So there will be no meditation. So that's why Lord, what he did, he talked about what are the general disciplines you have to follow. So that is mostly concentrating on your mind, calm the mind. So you'll be able to restrain it so that it's under your control, it'll listen to you. Then you have then Antaranga Sadhanani immediately before going to meditation, then the other prescriptions are there. Like you should be a khaki, you should be single, don't take it against group meditation. So in a place that means where there is no disturbance, then it is a secluded place, it should be there. How you should asana should be there. That so all those details he has given. Then we saw in the 18th verse was a beautiful verse where Lord has discussed about what he has discussed about. Who remember this? Come on. 18th verse. If we go. Yada viniyatam chittam atmaneva bhatisthate nispruha sarvakamebhyo yukta ityuchate tada. With thorough discipline, they learn to withdraw the mind from the selfish cravings and reflect on the unsurpassable good of the. Sorry. What is happening? It is so. Yada viniyatam chittam. We just go. What is that? Yada means when. Here always Lord is saying when it happens, then it will happen. That means he's not saying when you go to the state, because he knows it's a struggle. So you are sitting in meditation, but if you don't reach this stage, then you will not get this benefit. So he's linking cause and effect. So what he's saying, yada, when viniyatam chittam, the mind is fully controlled. What is mind is fully controlled? Mind is fully controlled means the thought which you have given it, this portion is related to which in Ashtanga Yoga, which anga it connects to. Who remember this?
Yam niyam.
Dharana, Baba.
No,
Dharana.
dharana.
Dharana. Come on. You are taking note? It's a dharana. Dharana means, what is the state of dharana? Dharana is when you are thinking about something, whatever you are meditating upon. So if you are, say you are meditating on a rose flower. So what you will do, first you see the rose flower or bring the picture, then or you remember, then you are thinking, okay, it's a red one or whatever the color is, and there will be some, thorns will be there, so you have to be careful. Then the green, some leaves will be there, then the beautiful aroma is there. So what is happening? Your thoughts is thinking different aspects of the rose only. This is called Swajatiya Vritti. That means you are thinking only everything around the rose. But in between also mind can go somewhere else. Then you understand that, oh, my mind has now gone to something that shop, and in Karama that shop was available. And next time I purchased there, I had a cup of tea. So you can go away with that also. But when you realized you have drifted away in your concentration, then you are bringing it back. So you are bringing it to the rose. So then it becomes dharana. That means it is a meditation, but when we are looking at dharana, dhyana, and samadhi, there are the emphasis on different aspects. As far as dharana is concerned, what is the aspect which is more stressed here? If you remember, no. Anybody? It was space. That means in this space now my mind is like a horse, they put the blinds. So now I am bounded by the thought of a rose only. So it is spatially it is limited. Now you are only going to think about the rose. And when we are meditating now we are meditating. Whenever a spiritual person is sick or is meditating, he is meditating on what? What he meditates upon? What is the
Breath.
center of is?
His breath?
No, you
Sorry, I'm
are
so distracted, Baba. There's so much rain here.
Atman. Okay, no, and because you want to know your true self, so that Atman, so that appears as a vritti. Now, this is the vritti where you have to concentrate. So you are thinking about, oh, Atman is ekhaki, it is all pervading, it is eternal, it akarta, is avokta. So all these things, thoughts are going on. But around Atman. So this is called dharana. So the first portion of verse 18 is talking about yada viniyatam chittam. So that means you have controlled your now mind and is it thinking about only whatever your center of your meditation, object of your meditation. Object, yes.
Baba, this was my doubt.
Yeah.
It was my feeling that whenever we sit, it's a practical question. Whenever we are doing our practice, I felt it's all dharana. All of it has dharana. But is the clarification correct that it is not when we are just focusing on breath?
No. So just see, because when you are doing Mahamudra, where is dharana? You are not thinking about that. When you are doing your breath, pranayama you are doing.
Correct.
You are not thinking.
So the clarification is not focus on breath, but focus on only Brahman.
You are initially, we said before you go to Paravastha, observe your breath. Why? Because you are trying to control your mind. So you have not gone there. Because you want to make sure that now your mind is focused. Because when the breath goes down, it becomes slow and feeble. Then what has happened? Your mind also calms down. So the propensity of a mind to jump from one thought to the other goes down. So it is more pliable. You can direct it to a direction where you want to take it to. So that's why in Paravastha we said that observe your breath so that slow it down because after pranayam you are coming. So when it is more pliable, it is very subtle. Now it is controllable. So you are saying now you focus. That is called Vritti Vyapti. Understand? This is a beautiful term. Okay. I don't know whether we have any time discussed. So the last moment, whenever you are interacting with anything, even if you are say looking at the outside, you saw a plant. So that the thought of plant comes. That it's called vritti. Vritti of plant is coming in your mind. Something about the plant. You saw green plant, it is beautiful looking, or the leaf has gone down, or whatever it is. So vritti of the plant has gone. But it is still, you are looking at it, maybe if you are watching TV, you saw this plant, you are seeing it, but you said, did you see the plant? You said, no, I didn't. But you were looking at it. You had looked at it, but your mind was not there. So there are two steps there. One is vritti about the plant should be there. Then your attention should be also there. That means that reflected consciousness in the mind should recognize, oh, you are looking at it. That is called phala vyapti. Reflected consciousness also now is directed. It's like put a light. So you are seeing the plant, but you are unable to see it clearly. So you put the touch light so that it will be more visible. Similarly, what you want to see is called vritti vyapti. But when you recognize, okay, now how you recognize it? Because now your consciousness or sentiency has worked. That is the reflected consciousness in the intellect. So now you have directed your attention there. So that is called follow vyapti. Then when vritti vyapti, follow vyapti comes together, then you have an understanding, oh, this is a plant. Are you getting it? Are you with me here, or do you want me to repeat it?
Baba,
If I-
repeat more.
Okay, okay, try to understand this. This is see, like I'm seeing this say mobile. Where is mobile? Okay, yeah, okay. Now it is a mobile, I'm seeing it. So there is a vritti in my mind about the mobile. I'm holding it. Okay, I'm aware that I'm holding it, but I am not looked at it. So what is it? There is a vritti now in the mind. That is called vritti bhakti. That's a vritti about something. What a vritti about something? Because I am concentrating now on the mobile. So there is a vritti of the mobile. That's called vritti bhakti. Is it understandable? Because there is a thought in my mind. Yeah, it's mobile. Now, how I know that it is a mobile or something else? So I bring my attention, mind to it. Because sometimes I may be holding it, but I am looking at somewhere. My mind is somewhere. I am listening to somebody. Whatever I am holding, I may not even know. Correct? So you have to put your attention to that also. So that is called phalabhyapti. Phalabhyapti means what you have done. You have directed your attention or awareness to that vritti. You are trying to understand where from this vritti came. So where from awareness has come? Awareness, original awareness is not there. So what is that? It's reflected in your intellect. That's what makes our body its sentiency, makes it sentient. That's why in case when somebody leaves the physical body, then what happens? There is no phalabhyapti is not there because reflected consciousness is not there. So when you are looking at it, one is first is vritti vyapti, the object, that is a vritti of the object in the mind, vritti of the mobile. Now I bring recognition into it. So what I do, I directed my awareness onto that vritti. So that you reflected consciousness, which is gives us sentiency, you have directed it through the mind to that object. So that is called follow vyapti because you understanding came. So vritti vyapti, follow vyapti is a recognition of a vritti. Is clear? And again, we try to think. It's a very subtle thinking there. So now understand this. So now when you are going into meditation, which vritti is there about the Atman? So that is a vritti of Atman is there. So that is a vritti vyapti. But I have only heard about it, correct? You don't know it because we have heard, we have read from the books, or we have listened to Guruji or anybody. So a vritti is there. Now I am meditating. So where is the recognition? When recognition will come? When you direct the what you will direct your
attention, reflected conscious.
reflected consciousness. Now here what happens? You just see what is exact you. So vritti vyapti is the vritti about the Atman. Follow vyapti. Now Nehama says, okay, now you direct your attention to that. That means reflected consciousness. So is now focused on Atman. What is Atman? Atman is awareness. That is like a sun, correct? Are you getting it? Now what you are saying, hey, if I have to see the sun, I put my torch to the sun also. Because when I looked at the plant, what I did, the vritti of the plant came, then I directed my attention like a touch, reflected consciousness to that plant. So I recognize it is a plant. Now when you are meditating on Atman, see the difference, what is happening, the problem where it is happening. Atman Bhriti is there, that's what you are meditating upon. Now what will happen logically, you should direct your attention, awareness into it. So that means a reflected consciousness, now you are directing it to that Atman Bhriti. But see what, try to understand now what you are trying to do. It is sun. Sun is illuminating everything and you want to see the sun. So you are also now putting a touch to it? No. So in case of samadhi, before that, dharana and dhyana, what is happening? The vritti vyapti is there, but phala vyapti is not there. It reveals itself. Because what you are trying to see? You are trying to see the light itself. Have you got it or no?
Yeah, Baba.
Huh?
Jai Baba.
Tapasda, did you get it?
Yeah, means
Almost.
almost, yeah. Means when
Beautiful
Guruji
expression.
says meditation happens, so this is
Yeah.
the meditation happening.
Yeah. No. We'll come back. We'll come back. How it happens,
Yeah.
whatever. But you try to understand this. This is a very subtle thinking process, and this is the process exactly happens in our mind. Have you got it?
Yeah,
Ajay,
Baba,
where
but
are
you
you?
come from little back again.
It's not an object.
Because it's not an
Not an
object.
object.
And that itself, you are directing it to see other things. So how can you again put something onto it? So
Correct.
it reveals itself. But when you, because you didn't know when you sat for meditation, and what is the object of your meditation? That is, I want to know myself. So, Atman. So, Vritti of Atman is there. So, Vritti Bhakti is there. But when you are meditating, when you get, then everything falls out, then you find there is nothing else other than you. You know, like you go to the summit, there is nothing to do, you are not there, the mountain is not there, you are already there. So what is there? There is nothing. So that is called Phalabhyapti. But there is no Phalabhyapti, because that itself is what you are, your object of meditation. So this is there. So in case of, so that's why dharana, dhyana and samadhi, we saw, it is not in sadhana pada. First is, what is the first one?
Kevalya
No. Samadhi pada, then sadhana pada, then vibhuti, then kaivalya. So dharana, dhyana and samadhi is coming under the vibhuti pada. That vibhuti means is a benefit. It derived from meditation. So that's why you cannot do anything. It is not coming on a sadhana pada. That's what we have to practice it. It's also not coming in the samadhi also. Samadhi is that subtle process inside that we are going to go through now, because Lord is going to take it from 28th to 23rd verse. So that we'll see. But this understanding you have to do, why you cannot do anything, because it reveals itself. Because so that's why it is in the vibhuti pada. Dharana also, dharana, there is an effort is there. We'll see. And dharana, dhyana, samadhi, what are the efforts are also there, we'll see. But in general, you cannot do much in dharana, dhyana and samadhi. But in dharana, little is there, because you are trying to restrain your mind. Okay. So there. Then 18th verse, if we go into the 18th verse, let's go back again. So what is the second portion you say? Sitma na viniyatam. So when the mind is restrained, so that is the dharana. Then atmaneva avatisthate. When the mind is established in Atman means is established in true self. That's what the Sutra 3 says. Tada drashtu swarupe avasthana. So what is the benefit when there is no vritti? He is established in true self. So that Atmana avatishthate is dhyana. Okay? If yada viniyatam chittam is dharana, Atmana Atmane avatishthate. That means being established in Atman. Tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. He is established in true self. That is what Patanjali is saying. So that is the state of dhyana. Then we go to the second line. Nispruha sarva kamebhyo. Sarva kamana. Sarva means all the desires, cravings, whatever is there. Nispruha. He is now free from all these cravings. The desire to go to the world to find things which will make him feel happy or make him feel complete. So that is also dropped up. And that is pratyahara. Pratyahara. Very good. That is the pratyahara. Then the last one is yukta ityuchate tada. And that state is called, what is tada? See, yada and tada. Can you see? The first is started with yada. When? So this happens, this viniyatam chittam happens, atmana avatishthate happens, nispruha sarva kamebhyo tada. Then, what is the then? Because this is the means, and what is the end? Tada yukta ityuchate. And it is said that you are united. United with what? United your true self. Now, so that is samadhi. So in this particular verse, so Lord has talked about the whole process of meditation.
Baba, this is normal samadhi, not nirvikalpa samadhi.
We'll come to that. We will come to that because where it is gone now, whole thing.
Not normal. There's a word for the samadhi.
No, I don't know how it is going. Why the screen is paused? Okay. Well, my screen is gone somewhere. I don't know. Okay. But you can see it, correct? Can you see my sharing the screen? No.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. The whole thing is gone out of my screen somewhere. Okay. Come on, man. Sorry. Stop sharing. Oh, now it has come back. Okay. So this is the 18th verse we had seen. And this interpretation that all the 4 stages of Ashtanga Yoga is there in that particular verse is the interpretation of Guruji. I have never seen in the interpretation of anybody else. See how beautiful it is. So this is. So we'll go to the 19th verse now. So when this happens, so Lord is talking about at that stage. So what is the state of the mind of the meditator? So let's look at the verse 19. But again, it is going, why is it going off? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yatha dipo nibatastha, yatha dipo nibatastha nengate sopama smruta yogino yata chittasya yunjato yogam atmanaha. So what he's saying, just as a lamp in a windless place doesn't flicker, so the disciplined mind of a yogi remains steady in meditation on the Supreme. Hey, Prasant Baba, we didn't talk about this one. We finished. We talked about the glass. We said what this glass represents.
Vairagya and Abhyasa.
No, that was Ah, oh, you remember? Yeah, remember?
जी, मैं-
Oh,
Because I had questions, Baba.
okay, no. Okay, we'll go through it again. So he's saying, now he's describing what is the state of the mind of the meditator. He's saying yatha, how? It's like that. How? As dipo nibatastha. Dipo means the lamp. Lamp means our oil lamps, not electric lamp, because that there is no flame there and it doesn't flicker. Yatha dipo nibatastha. Nibatastha means is covered in a windless space. That means it's like that earlier days you have a glass covering around it, and the top it is open, and so that the light doesn't flicker. Now he's saying Nengate Sopama Smuta. Smuta means as an you can take it. So what he's saying Upama. Upama saw Upama Smuta. You can take it as a Upama means analogy. Na ingate. Na ingate. Na means it doesn't flicker. So like a lamp which is covered with a glass, a windless place, like that lamp doesn't flicker. Similarly, the mind of the meditator is like that non-flickering light. That means it is steady, it is focused. But the question is, there are three things we have to see. Light is there or not? In case of, because this is the state, because he has already talked about dhyana and samadhi. And he is giving an example, it's just like a non-flickering light protected by glass. So now the question is, what this light reflects, or it is representative of? Light is representative of?
This was my question, Baba. Is it not just the Atman?
No.
No, I know.
Atman doesn't flicker, the Atman doesn't have to do anything.
No, does
so
it?
this is the mind.
Ji,
So the mind has become
pure mind.
steady. So the question, now it shows that even in the case of also samadhi, there is the presence of mind. We will come back. When we discuss that, we will see in what state mind is there. But we have to understand from here, this verse, that there is the presence of mind there. We said
Ji,
no,
Baba,
mind is...
But this
Yeah?
was my confusion. From the previous verse, it
Huh.
is self illuminating. If we, for a
Yes.
second, consider
Huh.
the self illuminating Atman to be the light, then
Correct.
can the wind be considered the mind?
No, wind is the attraction towards the worldly things. So which disturbs the mind. The inputs which is coming from the outside. The previous experiences you have stored in your mind, that is the wind.
And that is all we can control. So
That we
control
can
or
control. So through how the glass. So that's why the glass is said, it is abhyasa and vairagya.
but all these experiences are in the mind. So the mind is the wind. That was my only confusion. I'm not pressing
No.
on my
My
confusion.
mind now has become more sattvic mind. That's why it is steady mind. So now the question is, when you are raising this question, we have to understand, so what has happened to my body? Body is there or not?
What is that?
Body is there. But as far as meditation is concerned, body has no role.
Ji.
Similarly, just imagine the mind is there. It is now non-flickering. There is nothing. So it is in the most sattvic mode. That means it must have gone to a causal state. That's why when you go to the deep sleep state, when you come out, you say, I had a deep sleep.
Ji.
So the I-ness is there in dhyana. I am meditating. I am, that I feeling is there. But in case of
We
samadhi,
can say it is
in
awareness.
subsequently,
Awareness.
no, air is your attraction to the outside world. That you
No,
have.
I am telling
Sorry. Yes.
light is awareness. That I know
Huh.
that I know that
Huh.
I am in meditation or I am in samadhi.
Huh.
Without I am knowing
Huh.
if there is samadhi also there. So nothing
Samadhi
happening. No.
In case of samadhi, that I-ness goes. We will come back to that. Don't worry. That will come back. I will take you through. That is a sutra we will go to before we come to the verse 20th. There is a sutra, the sutra 17 of Patanjali Yoga Sutra, where he is saying, Vitarka Vichara Ananda Asmita Anugamat Sapragyata, is defining what is Sampragyata Samadhi. So he's saying Vitarka Vichara, four like stages, four aspects. Vitarka Vichara Ananda Asmita. We will walk through it. Don't worry. All our confusions will go before even we go to the. Don't worry. We will discuss. But walk with me slowly. Try to understand what now is coming. So here, that means what we are saying that. So that mind is now still mind. So it is the most sattvic mind, because the same mind which takes us to the outside world, it is the same mind which will take us to liberation. Okay. Then what is saying the next line? Yogino yata chittasya. Yogino means of a yogi. What is saying? Yata chittasya. That means that mind, which is the disciplined mind. Now it is disciplined, unflickering, steady mind. A mind which can be controlled. Yunjato yoga atmanaha is now engaged. Yunjato means it's steadily attached. Where? Yoga atmanaha. So here he has, what has happened? Yoga atmana means the atman, the mind here. He is saying because he is now in yoga, state of yoga, he is meditating. So he is now, yunjate means he is now joined with his atman. Because he is, because that is the word he has used in the 18th verse. 18th verse, if you see, what he used here, then he is engaged, it means he is united with his self, true self. And here the same thing he is saying, Yunjate yoga atmanaha. He is united with his atman, means he is united with his true self. So he does that. The mind, what is his state of the mind? It is like a unflickering light lamp. So this is how Lord has shown to us that what happens in case of this meditation to our mind. So now, all of you have a lot of questions. Now we saw. So what then we will do to have a better understanding of Jnana? We go to the Sutra 17. Sutra 17 of Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. He is saying here, because the first section is Samadhi Pada. In case of Samadhi Pada, he is saying, Sutra 17 is there, 4 stages of Sampragyata Samadhi. Vitarka Vichara. Let me see whether I did that verse. No, I have not done it. I'll say I'll come back to you with this one. So he's saying Vitarka Vichara Ananda Asmita Anugamat Sampragyatah. That means, what is Sampragyata? Sampragyata is,
I think
sorry,
all three dhyana, dharna, dhyana.
no. So, sama means, 1 minute.
That is samyam.
Sama means complete here. Pragya means the knowledge. Sampragyata. So you have a now clear, complete understanding of that state of dhyana. Just a second, give me a second. That was in the. One way of looking at is sampragyata. Sam means samyak jnana, means complete or perfect knowledge. Then pra is clearly, jnata means to know. Sampragyata. Samyak, complete and clear knowledge about yourself. That is sampragyata. And if you divide it like sampragyata, that means it's the right knowledge. Also, it can be meaning, another meaning can be there. So if you break it up like sampragyata, right knowledge. If you say sampragyata, then complete clear knowledge. And it is arising out of, how it will arise, this knowledge, he's saying it will arise through vitarka, vichara, ananda and asmita. So what is vitarka? Vitarka is you are questioning something gross, something you are now taking. Just I will give an example, like you want to now say you are going to go for cycling. So you now took your cycle, you are trying to keep your balance, then you ride the cycle, then you start pedaling it to reach a particular stage. So that you can say vitarka, because there you are dealing with a gross object. That's called vitarka. Then vichara, the next comes vichara. Vichara means you are going to the subtle aspects of it. Now what has happened? Your cycle has gained speed. Are you getting it? It has gained speed. Now you are no more you are not pedaling it. But now what you are doing? You are just trying to enjoy the speed of the cycle. Now, so what has happened from the gross element of the cycle, now you have gone to its subtle aspects, like you have got the speed. So you are trying to enjoy now the speed. That is called flow. Now you are just getting in the flow. Then he said, vitarka, vichara, ananda. Then comes the bliss. That means now the cycle has gained speed. You are not pedaling it anymore, and you are seeing this air, wind is beautifully caressing your face, and you are in a state of bliss. You are enjoying it. Are you getting it? It's ananda. Vitarka, vichara, ananda. Then after some time, what has happened? Your mind now is completely absorbed in the cycling and the benefits of cycling. So it has almost taken the whole vritti has become of the cycle, and you are enjoying it. So after some time, the thought of cycling will go away. The thought of this beautiful, wind or breeze caressing your face will go away. Then you are just, you yourself is there. When nothing is now matters anymore. Are you getting it? It's called asmita. And that itself is called Sampragyata Samadhi. Can you go through this, walk through this example and just try to feel it? What Lord is saying here? Is this Patanjali's steps? Yes.
Yes, Baba. So beautiful example, because in my childhood, it was the thing I used to do for long drive. I used to do cycling,
Correct.
and it is what you are describing. I can understand. It's so beautiful
Okay.
when you are.
Thank you.
Also depicted in the movie F1. He's a race car driver,
Huh.
and he says he reaches this pinnacle where he is the road, he is the car, and he's no longer
Absolutely.
driving.
Okay. Yeah. Now here, what I
Baba, there
have
is a
done.
book also written about flow. Book name is
Sure.
Flow.
Flow is when you are doing something. You are singing the
Yeah.
music. So you have gone
Yeah.
to a stage. Now you are no more trying to see what is playing and all the instruments. Now you are singing effortlessly. You have gone. You have nothing is there except your music and song. You are enjoying it, and even you forget about the audience and everything goes. That's called flow. So the time, becomes still. So you are in a flow, they call it. So whatever you are enjoying it when you are doing it. So in the sutra, that vitarka. What is the vitarka? Meditation starts with some gross object, name, concept. Like now you are trying to meditate on Atman. So whatever you have heard about it, what is Atman? Because in the second chapter, if you remember from 12 to 25th verse of second chapter, Lord is talking about the various aspects of Atman. Like it is is unchanging, in all pervading, it's akarta, it is abhokta, aprameya, all the things. So anything you can hold it to that. So that is the gross one. And relates to Annamaya Kosa or Muladhara Chakra and Manomaya Kosa also, Anahata Chakra. Then getting into cycling, I was giving an example, getting into cycling, starts climbing, or another example you can say, they're climbing the mountain. Now you are putting on your gears so to walk under the, hike, take a trek over the mountain, or you are going to climb the mountain. So all the mountaining gears and all you have put, now you have started putting your backpack and then you started walking. So that's how it is bitarka. Getting into cycling, start climbing the mountain. So that is the objects and thoughts. Now you are clear and you are on it. Then in Bhagavad Gita is saying Samanandama, control of your mind and sense organs. So now you will be focused on your objective. Then Vedanta says mind purification, sadhana chatushtaya. When you have accomplished this, so you come to a stage where you can get into bitarka. So you pick up something, you are not distracted. Then in Yoga Sutra, he's saying, yeah, after yama and niyama and asana, you come to this state of vitarka, stage of sampragyata samadhi. Okay? So now we go to the next stage of sampragyata samadhi, the vichara. So vichara is meditation now shift from the gross objects to subtle realities, reflection, pranic movement, because now you are going beyond the annamaya kosa, physical body. Are you getting it? If you are doing something in it. So when we are practicing it, kriya. So last time, last week, who was there in the meditation? Nehama was there.
Ji Baba.
Santosh Baba was there. Who else was there? Ajay Baba was there, correct?
I was there. Yes, Baba.
So what we did, we tried to go a little more inside, correct?
Yeah.
Try to
Focus on
feel
the.
it, because we took the breath from the, which is outside, from Annamaya and Pranam. what we did, we went to all the parts of the body, all the chakras and everything. We are trying to feel it from within. So otherwise what happens, the meditation becomes more mechanical, physical. It's not physical, it's not mechanical. There only some steps are there to help us to go within. So if we go within, where you go to the Manomaya Kosa. So when you were doing it, so you have to come to that vichara state. Can you see how you can relate? Yes, Nehama, are you able to?
This is exactly what I was after our meditation. This is what I was thinking. I said, we are doing dhyan only because it wasn't pranayam for me. That is, I didn't know how to word
how
it. That
you
was
take
my
correct.
confusion.
Yeah, okay. So these are the process, pranayam and all, they help us to get into here. So this, okay, you can take it, that is also a part of it. Yes, of course it is a part of it, one way you have to look at it. Then it is concentrating on Anahata Chakra and Visuddha Chakra. Pranamaya Kosa and Manomaya Kosa. These are we are working on it there in Vichar stage. Then concentration on subtle energy fields, getting into the flow, mid slope. But when you are climbing up the mountain, you have now reached a stage where you are trying a hang of it. So by momentum you are going. Then you are riding the, what do they call it? Riding the movement. So this is called vichara. In Bhagavad Gita is called deep contemplation. Vedanta is called subtle inquiry. When you do Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam, it is Mananam stage. So subtle inquiry, you do it. This is called vichara. Next is, what is that? Vichara and Ananda. Then comes the state of bliss. The object disappears further and a subtle state of bliss engulfs. Thoughts are absent, effortless inner bliss. Mind is there as experiencer, luminous stillness. So it is more concentrating on the Anandamaya Kosa and Ajnan Chakra. So cycling recedes, blissful state lingers. Near the summit, blissful stillness is there. Bhagavad Gita itself, Atmarati. We have gone through this Atmarati. I think it's 12th or 13th verse was there in this Atmarati. He is enjoying the bliss of Atman. And Vedanta bliss of Sattva. So this is what happens, Ananda. Now you have forgotten that you are cycling. You have forgotten that you have climbing the mountain because you have almost reached the top. So now you are enjoying the whatever is to be enjoyed. All the efforts have gone. That is pedaling or climbing. That is finished now. So you come to a state of bliss. Then what happened? The next one, Asmita. And the whole thing now, instead of the cycling, all the experiences, climbing, that bliss, that all the things have now gone. It is only I-ness is there. There is nothing else except you. There is no second thing there or no second experience except you, yourself. So there is only the pure sense of I amness remains. Even not that I am a cyclist, I am a climber, I am a man, I am a lady, I am I'm a doctor, I am an engineer, nothing. Only I am there. So only the pure sense of I amness remains. Object disappears. Bliss is secondary. Only transparent awareness of being remains. It is Vijnanamaya Kosa or Ajnana Chakra. So I am at the end of the cycling. I am on the summit, ridge of the summit. Pure I amness remains. Witness consciousness. Bhagavad Gita called it is the witness, Sakshi Swarupa, witness consciousness. And Vedanta is Sakshi Bhava. So this is called from Prajnana, the 4 stages. Okay. So what is done? It's a beautiful thing I saw it. I put it here. Yoga stills and refines the mind. Bhagavad Gita stabilizes life through living in wisdom. Because Bhagavad Gita gives a beautiful wisdom how to live life in this world. Yoga, what he has done, he has refined the mind. And what the Vedanta says, he dissolves the final illusion. So you realize your true self. So this is what is about the dhyana. We have not gone to samadhi. Samprajnata samadhi it is written, but it is dhyana. Then the next verse is 21st verse. We'll take it in the next class, okay, because it's already 9:30. If you have any questions or you want to share something, tell me. Yes. Any questions you have? Did you get a clear picture of what exactly is happening in meditation? Nobody. Yes or no?
We are moving
No,
from
just
gross
one.
to subtle to more subtle,
Yes.
essential.
One.
Then everything goes except you.
Ji.
And in case of samadhi or saprajnata samadhi, even the I-ness goes, only pure awareness there. You
Baba,
go
what
beyond.
is the difference between then the function and action of meditation? If the I-ness, the I am meditating remains, is it function or action?
I am meditating remains in samprajnata samadhi. I am there.
Ah,
Yes.
so it's still function, still action?
Yeah. No, it's not action, but only I am is there. But I exist. I am there. That feeling is there. There is nothing else, but he can feel that he is there. But in case of asaprajnata samadhi, the I-ness is completely dissolved. It goes to in the causal state. Like deep sleep. Deep sleep, where is I-ness gone? Because mind has gone to the causal state. Because when the mind is not there, I-ness where from coming? It's coming from the mind. Asmita. It's a part of the ego.
So in this context, we can't apply the function and action
Absolutely
issue.
cannot. That's why in the deep sleep, you cannot never know. Because your awareness and my awareness, there is no two separate awarenesses. Awareness is one. Where the separation is coming? Separation is coming in the mind. So that's why in the deep sleep, what is happening? The mind is not there. That's why the separation is not there. So that's why you cannot say, I had it. That the feeling of being separate from others is not there in deep sleep. In case of dream state is there. Because your dream, my dream may be totally different. Because I enjoy, because I see Ajay Nayak is enjoying whatever it is happening.
Baba, isn't this knowledge more beneficial when one has tasted the sweetness? Because otherwise it is knowledge. What are we supposed to do with the knowledge when we are practicing?
No, because you know where you are and what more you have to do.
Okay.
That's why even Sthita Prajna also in Adi Sankara, in his Bhashyam, he said, why Lord is talking about Pratipakya Bhavana Sibrai? So why Lord is talking about, Sthita Prajna? I am not taken in the fast day. He's saying it is given to you. So for you, it is the goal. For him, it is his characteristic of a Sthita Prajna. For you, this is the goal. For a sadhaka, for a meditator, or for a practitioner, or for a seeker.
So not to think about it when we are practicing, but after. Yeah.
Because you have to have a roadmap. What is going to happen? Am I able to go there? Am I going the Vitarka stage or Vichara state or Ananda stage or Asmita stage? So then I have to go little more. So you know, because you have now a graphic idea. It may not be total idea, but at least you have some, pointers. They call it, because these scriptures are like, road signs. They cannot give you the experience of walking on a road, but they tell you this, give you a sign. Oh, you have to take a bend there. You have to take a, straight this going, or it's going down, going up. What speed you should take. It's like that. So you have to understand this road sign. So what these verses are like a road signs when you are going to meditate, when you are going to get a state. So this is going to tell, oh, I am in Vitarka, or Vichara, or Asmita, or Anand, where I am. So this helps us in knowing where we are and what more we have to do. Yes.
Prabhu, one small query I
Yes.
have. You mentioned about the role of mind in samadhi.
Yes.
What is the connection?
With mind is everything, no? Then how will you go it? What you are searching? Because you know that you have to search. You are searching for something. The vritti is taking
So
you
that's
there.
a means. So mind
Yeah.
is a means to the
Yes.
end, which is samadhi.
Correct.
That's all. But when you are in
Yeah.
samadhi, you
Mind
are
is
in
like,
complete awareness.
yes, because mind is like a pole vault. The pole.
Sorry, like a
In a pole
pole
vault,
vault. Okay.
mind is like a pole. So
Okay.
you take the help of the mind, and when you reach the samadhi state, or some prajnata samadhi, then you drop the pole. That means
Pole.
mind.
Okay.
You are using the
Fine.
mind to go on the top.
Instrument.
Once
So
you
it's an
go on the
instrument.
top, you have to leave the mind.
Perfect.
Are you getting it?
Carrier. Mind
Yeah.
is carrier.
Mind the carrier.
Yeah.
Mind will take you there.
Instrument or carrier. Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank
But
you.
you must know how to hold the pole, how to utilize it to take you
Reach of the
to
top.
that height. So
Correct.
that means you have to have a controlled mind. That's why that mind, flickerless mind should be there. Otherwise you will break, or the pole will break, you break your leg.
Correct.
No, will not. Paul will take me. Means
Yes.
I'll keep holding it.
If you hold it
And
to the last moment, you
Paul
have to
will.
drop it also. Because you have to drop it.
That is the thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise
Correct.
you cannot sail over the final order,
Yeah.
the bar.
Correct.
Okay, anybody else? Rajendra ji, Santosh Baba, where is Deepak Baba? All okay. Hemant Baba, anything else you have? Okay. So just go through it.
Means Delhi is Bahudur.
Sorry?
Delhi is far, far away from us. We started in the railway station only now.
No. Why Tapasda? Don't get disheartened. At least we are there in the train now. Train will reach, Why you are worried? बड़ा ले लेते, चाय मिलता है ना दुकान,
That
चाय
is the
बड़ा
thing.
enjoy कीजिए. Guru, because it is like Guru has taken that is a train. Now you are sitting on the lap of the Guru.
Yeah,
So Guru will take
true.
you. So don't worry. But we have to little make more effort. That's all.
Please got the ticket and
Yeah.
sat in the train.
Good,
Okay.
good simile you have given. Thank you. Let's close our eyes. Keep your spine straight. Our gratitude to God and Gurus for providing this beautiful opportunity to read the scriptures, trying to understand. Hopefully, it will give a more incentive to intensify our practice to reach the goal. Continuous understanding, practice, and certain level of detachment are necessary to climb to the top. Let us pray to God and Gurus to bless us with right understanding, the determination to put in our best efforts so that we are successful in our achieving the goal of our life. Let us pray for the world peace and harmony. Let us pray for the well-being of our near and dear ones. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you all. I bow to you.